When we talk about athletes in the sports world, we often see how they support other sports and respect other athletes. Some even progress to the point where they are ardent supporters of other sports, cheering on their favorite team and athlete. Mutual respect is prevalent in professional sports. Even athletes have favorite clubs they support. In today's video, we'll talk about Formula One drivers and their favorite football teams. Despite their status as elite athletes, they too attend stadiums to cheer on their favorite football teams. Let's go through the list of drivers and see which football teams they support. Max Verstappen. The champion from the previous year is a true football fan. Max stated at the start of his professional driving career that he supported PSV Eindhoven. However, after becoming one of the grid's youngest and most successful drivers, he required the support of a larger club on the same level as him. He switched to supporting Barcelona and is a huge football fan. Coming from the Netherlands, he always supports his country's teams, especially in big Champions League games. Max Verstappen has also participated in a few recreational semi-professional football matches with other athletes and genuinely enjoys the sport. Pierre Gasly. Another die-hard football fan never misses a game, especially when his favorite team is in action. If this happens on race day, he tries to keep track of the game's results whilst concentrating on the race. He is a big PSG fan, and the French F1 driver has also proven that he has the best football skills of any driver. With France being one of the favorites in the World Cup betting line for Qatar 2022, he will have a chance to rub shoulders with the current holders of the trophy, the Blues. Pierre Gasly also stated that his love of football significantly impacted his professional career as a driver. From a young age, he was a close friend of Alpine driver Esteban Ocon, and their parents were also friends. While Pierre Gasly was playing football, Esteban Ocon was racing go-karts. Ocon's father suggested that Gasly try go-karts, and after a while he quit football to race. This could have been the best decision he's ever made. Lewis Hamilton. Max's main rival, at least for the past season, Lewis Hamilton also enjoys football, but he is far less enthusiastic about it. The 7-time Formula One champion prefers more extreme hobbies such as parachuting, jet skiing and skiing, which is why we rarely see him on the football field. Lewis, who is from the United Kingdom where football is as important as religion, has an opinion about his favorite club. He has been an Arsenal fan since he was 5 years old. He was also a member of the school football team. He even attended a training session with Arsenal players when Arsene Wenger was the head coach. Not long ago, after the situation for Premier League club Chelsea deteriorated due to the Russian-Ukrainian conflict, Hamilton expressed interest in purchasing Premier League club Chelsea, even though they are a direct competitor of his favorite team Arsenal. Charles Leclerc. In a recent interview, Charles Leclerc, Ferrari's ace driver, admitted that he is not the best with a ball. While he is a well-known figure in motor racing, his football abilities embarrass him. Outside of F1, Charles Leclerc is a very charismatic and hearty guy. He never fails to show off his amusing persona and ability to become a viral meme. Charles Leclerc is one of the F1 drivers with a chance to win the championship this year, and he too enjoys football. As previously stated, most F1 fans support football teams from their hometowns, in this case AS Monaco. He is a frequent visitor to the team and has participated in charity football games on several occasions. Sergio Perez. Sergio Perez discusses his favorite sports and career options if racing does not come calling in the 11 Things You Didn't Know About Checo feature on Red Bull's website. The Mexican also tells a story about leaving his wallet at the home of Red Bull F1 team principal Christian Horner. Let's talk about the story in his own words under the subheading, "He left his wallet in Christian's office." I had a meeting with Christian and then flew back to Mexico almost immediately. Christian called a few days later to inform me that I had left my wallet behind and had not realized it. Sergio Perez is a huge fan of Zamorano, a former Real Madrid and Inter Milan player. Perez decided to go so far as to have his F1 number be chosen because of Zamorano's footballer jersey. Despite not having a favorite football club, he is very passionate about football. He is also a big Lionel Messi fan, and Perez is friends with former Manchester United striker Javier Hernandez. Carlos Sainz. Carlos Sainz Jr. was born in Madrid and has long supported Real Madrid. On his social media accounts, the Ferrari driver is seen posting photos of himself watching Real Madrid games. According to the same source, Carlos Sainz's father, also named Carlos, is an honorary member of Real Madrid due to his stellar rallying career. His son is also making strides in the Formula One world. Carlos Sainz Jr. of Scuderia Ferrari refused to sign an FC Barcelona shirt with Lionel Messi's name on the back. The Spanish Formula One driver is a known Real Madrid supporter, which is why he declined to sign the shirt of their arch-rivals. Sainz rolled down his window to interact with a few fans. One of them, however, attempted to get his autograph on a Barcelona shirt, which the Ferrari driver politely declined. Fernando Alonso. No one can contact Fernando Alonso once the Champions League begins. You don't even have to look for him, because he is a fan of Real Madrid. On social media, he openly celebrates the team's success. With each Real Madrid goal, the greatest celebration undoubtedly begins on the street near his house. The two-time world champion has supported Real Madrid since childhood and is a huge football fan. Alonso isn't just making headlines for his words, he can also perform some tricks with the ball on the football field. So he wasn't just making headlines for his words. Alonso is a huge Real Madrid and Real Ovidio fan. Florentino Perez, the president of Real Madrid, presented him with a personalized jersey. Zinedine Zidane, Kylian Mbappé and Roberto Carlos are all fans of Fernando Alonso. George Russell. George Russell has recently made quite a few headlines in Formula One. He took over for Lewis Hamilton in the Sakir Grand Prix after the seven-time world champion was diagnosed with COVID-19. The 22-year-old drove brilliantly but was denied his first F1 victory due to a pit stop blunder and a late puncture. Russell has long been rumored to be a future Mercedes driver, but he hoped his performance in Bahrain had given team boss Toto Wolff a selection headache, not just for 2022, but maybe sooner. Russell supports Wolves in the Premier League, and his father is a season ticket holder at Molineux. Last year, after attending a home match against Manchester United, he admitted that his racing career makes it difficult for him to follow the team. "My father is a season ticket holder at Wolves and attends games on a weekly basis," he told the club's official website. "I've only been to about 8 or 9 Wolves games over the years, but each time I go, I'm converted into an even bigger fan." Lando Norris. Lando Norris, a Bristol-born Formula One driver, has declared his football allegiances in the city. The 21-year-old McLaren driver is quickly becoming one of motorsport's rising stars, currently third in the Drivers' Championship behind Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton, with 2 podium finishes in 5 starts, including third around the famous streets of Monaco last time out. Norris will be driving for McLaren at the Baku City Circuit in Azerbaijan this weekend, with the McLaren driver a 5th favourite with the bookies to stand atop the podium and lead the champagne celebrations on Sunday afternoon. Norris took part in a social media Q&A ahead of Saturday's qualifying match, where he was asked which football team he supports. He replied, "I have 2. Bristol City was my favourite team growing up because it's where I grew up a little bit. My dad was very good friends with the guy who owned Bristol City." Adam Norris, the driver's father, is one of Bristol's wealthiest people, with a fortune worth more than £200 million. These were some top F1 superstars and their favourite teams. They wholeheartedly support their teams and are always in front of the TV when their team is on the ground. If you find this video interesting, please leave a thumbs up and share the video with your friends. Thank you.